As I've said earlier in the week, Psalm 31 is a lament, and a lament often talks about trouble. So today, in verses 9 and 10, we hear about trouble with self. Listen to the verses. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for I am in distress. My eye wastes away from grief, my soul and body also. For my life is spent with sorrow, and my years with sighing. My strength fails because of my misery, and my bones waste away. He's in a tough spot, isn't he? Some of you may be able to identify with David's situation and how he's feeling. I'm recording this video. You may notice I'm a little more dressed up than I typically am because I just led a memorial service a little while ago. And grief takes a toll on all of us. And David is saying, my eye wastes away from grief, my soul and body also. That grief impacts every aspect of ourself. Our emotions, our soul, our physical body are all impacted. And all of us have lost people we love, people who are very important to us. And it is a life-altering event. And that's telling us its story in his physical being. And he's wasting away. He's in distress. And he goes on to talk about sorrow and sighing and strength failing because of my misery. When you're feeling really badly, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, there often is a corresponding lack of energy and passion and drive. And we hear that in these words that end with, and my bones waste away. And this is part of why David is crying out to God in prayer, because it seems like he is at the bottom. And in some ways, verses 9 through 13 are the low point of Psalm 31. And it's at the heart of David's distress. And for those of you who may be feeling a little like David, you may be grieving, you may be dealing with physical challenges, diminishment, a lack of energy, just feeling like you're wasting away. We pray for you, and I pray for you, that God will give you strength, that God would bring healing, that God would deliver you, that God would do something that hasn't yet happened for you, that you would see transformation. And again, as always, when we have nowhere else to turn, turning to God is always wise.